it's Abby Breyers, and today I thought I'd pop on my little Christmas jumper here to do an unboxing of this year's holiday horse, who is Arctic Grandeur. So he has just arrived. I ordered him a few weeks ago and he randomly decided to come separately to everything else that I ordered. So he's just turned up on his own today. But here he is in his box. So as you can see, he's wearing quite a fancy sort of fur trimmed outfit with a little plume, which we'll show in much more detail in a minute, with sort of a wintry background to his box and his name, Arctic Grandeur, here. I do really like the Breyer boxes for the holiday horses. They have this kind of mistletoe and berries theme going on with them. They've been the same for the last couple of years, and I love these boxes. I do take my holiday horse out of box though, and it's a good job because he has got a bit of a scrumpled up costume in his little journey across the Atlantic. Now, I am based in the UK and usually I do try and buy the regular runs from UK retailers, but this year shipping problems have been really causing slow delays. We get everything here like usually a couple of months after the US anyway, and I know the holiday horse for Halloween, Thriller, literally came into the UK about 2 to 3 days before Halloween, so I didn't want to risk this guy not being in the UK for Christmas, so as I was putting in an order for Breyer stuff from America anyway, he tagged along. So what I'm going to do is, as I say, I'll show him in his box. So this is him in the box with his little wintry background. And then on the back there's just sort of the rest of the holiday collection and the little ornaments that Breyer do, a picture of him and a little bit about him, which I won't read out, but essentially says he's bedecked all his finery for going through winterlands. So what I'll do is I'll get him out of the box, we'll have a little look at him out of box in his costume, and then I'll take the costume off and we can just see the model. I've finally managed to get Arctic Grandeur out of the box and sort out his costume. So what I've done is I've trimmed off all the little plastic bits that hold the costume in place, just so I can set his costume much more naturally. So as you can see, he's wearing this kind of fur trimmed, royal looking decoration. I would say he reminds me a lot of sort of a prince from the Chronicles of Narnia or something, looking at his costume. And what he's got is kind of like a fantasy style ribbon bridle with a little feather plume, and then a few chains round his neck area, some bows, tassels, a bit of foliage, and a little sweet Arctic fox that he's carrying along with him as well. So I'll just show you from the other side what he's looking like. So here's him from the front. As you can see, he's got quite a big ribbon. And then if I move him around, this is the other side of his costume. It's not as neat on this side because I haven't relaid it. It's kind of got caught on the mane. There we go, it's a little bit better. Some of the tassels need training a little bit as well because they've been in the box, but overall I do quite like his costume. I do think it's something a little bit different from the previous costumes, and I do actually think he would go really nicely with Celestine, who was the 2018 holiday horse, the one on the performance slippers and a mare with sort of an icicle type costume. I think he'd look amazing with her. So first impressions, I do really like this model. He's a really nice steely grey, and he's not too pearly in person. He's got a little hint of pearl, but he's nowhere near as pearly as I thought he was going to be, which is really nice. So to just give you a bit of a close-up of some of the areas of the costume, if I just reach forward and bring him towards the camera. So here's sort of this head area with the bridle. We've got the little fox friend, some foliage with some berries, these little tassels, and then the rug bit of his costume is all held together by these two little Velcro straps. He's just really, really sweet. I really do like the thought that they've popped into this model. And then this is it from the other side. And I do like the pattern on his rug as well as the little fur trimming. There's no bells or anything to him in his costume, like some of the other previous holiday horses have had bells and things on. His has no bells at all, but he's a really, really nice model, and I do think this is kind of gone for more kind of a fantasy winter wonderland type look. So what I'll do next is I'll take off his costume. Looking at the costume, it's just going to be a simple, straightforward undo those straps and it'll all lift off as one. I think it's a single piece costume. I don't think there's many factors to it at all, but I'll let you know once I've done that. Okay, so I managed to get the costume off Artic Grandeur super easy, and this is what he looks like out of costume. For those who wanted to know how the costume comes off, it's all one piece, so the chains are attached to this blanket. You just undo the little straps under his belly and it all slides off over the head, which I really appreciate. I like it when Breyer makes things easy for us for taking off costumes, as my models spend most of their life out of costume and then I undress them. And then come December the 1st, all the holiday horses get redressed. So if they're nice and straightforward, it makes my life so much easier. So as I say, he's a really nice, actually quite matte steel grey, with these kind of white socks to him, I would say. A little bit pearly, but not too crazy that I think if you hated pearly models, you wouldn't like him. So he's going to be my 4th duende. I do conga this mould, so I was super excited that the Christmas horse this year would be on the duende mould. And it's really nice to have a lovely dark steel grey on this mould. He's got a super dark black mane, and then he's kind of got a black fading out to grey tail. He hasn't got any dappling or anything like that. But I do think he's got some really lovely shading, as you can see from this side. And then we'll have a look at him. This is his back. So he's got some quite dark points on his legs. And then underneath his belly, he's got 25th edition Happy Holidays 2021. I'm surprised they didn't put his name on it, actually. I thought it would say Artic Grandeur, but it doesn't, but never mind. So yeah, this is him. I'm really, really happy with him as a holiday horse. Mine is in lovely condition. I was a bit worried about staining and scratches, which can sometimes happen with these kind of costume horses, but actually mine seems to be in really good nick. So super happy I've picked him up. I can't wait to get him in the lineup for my Christmas horses with the others. So I've got Celestine, Minstrel, Yuletide Greetings and him now. So I'm definitely going to be doing some holiday themed posts on Instagram. So if you'd like to give me a follow, it's applemead_Breyers. I hope you've enjoyed having a little look at this year's holiday horse with me. He's super nice and I would definitely recommend getting him if you like the duende mould or holiday horses, Christmas. He is the model for you. I hope you have a great time wherever you are and however you celebrate this December. Take care now and I'll see you in another video.